Hello everybody, today's video is going to be a little bit different than what we've been doing recently. We have not set foot on Rancho in a very long time, especially for something like pronghorn antelope. But with the bobcats getting a rework to their zones in the next update, I decided it was time that we go out and see what things are like now with the pronghorn and the bobcats drinking in the same places at the same time. Because as far as I know, I think that is what they're going to be changing, is either the location or the time that the bobcat are drinking to make it so it's not as big of a problem with the pronghorn. So I figured, why not head out there and see what it's like currently. You know, that's not exactly the sound I want to be hearing when I'm going up to a lake that is supposed to have pronghorn. And this is one of the big reasons why they are going to make changes to the bobcats, because this is what you hear at every single lake you go to where there is supposed to be pronghorn. It's just a lot of bobcats and spooking stuff off and all the stuff you don't want on a pronghorn hunt. And yeah, just like that. There they go. There goes all the pronghorn. Well, I expected nothing less. Well, this is not what I was hoping for today. We're already almost dead, and I didn't bring medkits because I did not have the room to pack it. That is less than ideal. Well, I suppose we'll just take down as much as we can. We got one of them, and that's probably all we are going to get. Though I would really like to get that one down because it is a pretty nice one. I guess we'll have to see if we can go catch up to it. So there's our first pronghorn of the day on the ground, 36.22. We did not get vitals, but I mean, it killed it on the spot, so it is what it is. And that is not the angle we shot it at either. What's going on here? Oh, I see what happened. That was actually the one that was running past us. I guess I vertebrated instead of missing completely like I thought I did. And then this shot right here was the one that we just took, and it actually hit a lot better. Now that I think of it too, that is an extra tiny female pronghorn. Oh my gosh, look at those little tiny nubs. That is insane. Well, before it runs, let's get a shot on this little pronghorn right here. Not gonna lie, I'm just surprised we even got to see one before it ran away. So that right there makes me pretty happy. However, seeing this, not so much. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and slaughter all of them with the 308. There is 4 of them on top of each other, I just realized. I thought it was only 3, but there is 100% 4 of them there. That is crazy. Well, another pronghorn down. You know what? We have hit the hot spot, apparently, of literally everything on the map. We got 4 bobcats there that just piled on top of each other and 2 pronghorn down. Well, this has been the most eventful part of the day so far, and I mean, we've already checked 4 lakes at this point and only got a few pronghorn down. It's very sad. Also, if you guys are curious where to find the pronghorn here on Rancho, I recommend checking out ProXCK's hotspot maps. He's got them in his Discord. I definitely recommend checking him out, as he is the master of making hotspot maps for the community and does a really good job on it, honestly. Gosh, another one. Man, at this point, it's turning into a bobcat hunt as well, which is kind of how I thought this would go. I really should have brought another rifle so that I could actually get full score on them, but it is what it is. Kind of had to go with just one single gun, as, well, I guess 2. I do have the 22 with me as well, but I wanted to be able to hold the tents and tripods to set up with, and, well, in order to do that, I had to sacrifice a few other items in the inventory. But, that's, that is quite the pile of bobcats right there. It's unfortunate that this is what most, pronghorn hunting turns into nowadays. Well, that is a brown female. We got a gray level 5 male. We got a tan female. And we got another tan female. That is a lot of bobcats. Well, I decided to restructure my loadout a little bit and get the medkit as well as the 223. I decided to put away the tripods, as the more I thought about it, after I was saying that I had both the tents and the tripods on me, I realized I really don't need the tripods. It's not like we're going to be setting up a full grind. I'm kind of just giving us better access to the pronghorn. That way we can hunt them a little bit before and after they make changes to the bobcats. So we don't really need the stands on us right now, but maybe at a later date we can set up the stands. But that is a lot of bobcat tracks. There is just so many of them. Gosh, there is just bobcats everywhere. Honestly, we might just turn this into a bobcat hunt as well, because at this point we're gonna have to, just because they're literally everywhere that we need to go. So I guess let the pronghorn / bobcat grind begin. And oh no, it touched the water. You guys are not familiar with that? Anytime they touch the water for stuff like bobcats and pigs and things that are similar to them, they tend to bug out and just freeze. Nobody really knows why, but it seems like it's a problem with all like cat and pig related species from what I've seen. At least I believe so. But it's definitely strange to see. Hoping they will fix that eventually. There is one of them. That is a level 2 female right there. Not a great shot, but it did still take it down. We got a few more up on the shore here. Yeah, we got 2 more. So one of these should be a male, and then the other one is a female, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that is the level 6 male. 2380, definitely the best bobcat of the day. And 1 more female. So as of now, we're only like 4 lakes into searching the map, and there's at least another, I'd say 7 or 8 lakes that we got to go to, possibly slightly more. I haven't counted all of them, but it's going to take a long time to do so. We've already spent 30 minutes checking these 4, so it's likely going to take hours to find every single pronghorn on my map. So if you guys appreciate all of the work that goes into making a video like this, consider subscribing to the channel, as it does help out a ton, and it also shows me that you guys appreciate the work that goes into the daily content here on the channel. But that right there is a level 3 pronghorn, and really like only the 4th pronghorn we've even shot today. But you know what? It's a male, so I'll take it. Well, there is another bobcat here to ruin our hunt. So we might as well ruin his day a little bit with some 223 bullets. But with the 223 being the way it is, it's not dead yet. That's just... I'm so happy they're buffing this thing. Because it's not good. There's another. I mean, it'll die, maybe? I don't know. At this point, who knows what's gonna happen? This gun's just not great. I mean, given none of these were vitals, but the vital hits we did get on those other bobcats killed them so slow, and yeah, it's not even worth using. Well, there we go. There is another one. Let's try our best here. That is going to be vitals. You know, I saw a lot of people saying that they didn't think that the 223 buff looked like it was going to be that good, and I mean, the speed that we killed this bobcat at with the current unbuffed 223 was just barely faster than the kill time on a deer with the buff 223 from what Jaxiebeard showed in that stream. And if I remember, I'll put the comparison up on the screen right now, or play the clip from that stream. But it's definitely going to be so much better. And this right here was with double lung and vertebrae. So with just a regular double lung, I imagine that the new kill time is going to be the exact same on a deer as it currently is on a bobcat, which is pretty wild. Another lake, another set of bobcat tracks in what is supposed to be a really good spot for pronghorn. This is just going to be how this day is going to go. I really feel this is going to be every single lake we go to. And this is exactly why they're making changes to the bobcats' drinking time or drinking locations, or whichever one it is they're deciding to change. This is why they're doing it. I have not gone to a single lake that doesn't have bobcats around it in places where there's supposed to be pronghorn. And because they drink at the same time, it makes it impossible to get a lot of pronghorn. And this is the game we've been playing all day. Chase the pronghorn around and hope that we get a shot on them. I mean, maybe we can push them out into the desert. This has literally been just what I've done all day every time I found pronghorn. It's just a matter of hoping that you can catch up to them and getting a good shot as they're running, because they're always running with these bobcats around. I mean, there they are. That is the good one that we wanted to get. See if we can get a good shot into it. And that will be a solid hit on that pronghorn. Honestly, at this point, I'm just happy that we've got a couple of them down, even though it's nowhere near what I was hoping to get. I think at this point, it's also very clear that I am going to have to reset the time multiple times throughout this day just to be able to hunt all of the zones. That is a 88 scoring pronghorn. Definitely not too bad. That is a solid buck. Solid buck for sure. And nervous pronghorn. Walking back to the lake after bobcats have spooked them once again. This is just every single lake at this point. It's kind of absurd that it's this big of a problem. But, I mean, it's a good showcase of exactly why they're going to be messing around with the bobcats. Because currently, they're desperately in need of some tweaking. Well, let's go ahead and try to take these long shots. And that looked maybe good. I don't even know at this point. Either way, we're going to get another shot. And they're bugged out. Well then. That's wonderful. This day's going great so far. Well, there is the pronghorn level 3, 67.70, and that is the dark fur variation, which is one of my most wanted diamonds that I still don't have. As far as ones that aren't like super rares, I'd really like a dark Gemsbok diamond. That'd be, or not Gemsbok, I'd really like a dark pronghorn diamond. I think that'd be really cool. So I'm hoping we can get one of those today. There's another one right there. Well, I just can't get away from them apparently. That's going to be a little bit of a better shot, I think, but no. Wait, yes. Okay, so that's what a 223 currently does with long shots. It's pretty sad, and these guys are still bugged out hard. I wonder if they're going to ever fix that, because it is a little bit strange that anytime they're near water, they just freeze like that whenever you shoot them. It's insane. Well, my prediction of more bobcats going down than pronghorn has definitely continued to stay true. That right there's a single lung hit from the 223. Given it wasn't double lung, but still, you see how slow it kills. The new buffed version is going to be so much better. I'm actually really excited to see how that ends up panning out, and if it ends up being just as good as what we've seen in the Expansive Worlds live stream. Because to me, it looked like it's going to be a really massive improvement to the 223. A familiar sight of pronghorn running away. We've seen this a lot today. Let's see if we can get that shot. I don't think we did. I don't know. No, we definitely didn't. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate, but, you know, not too much you can do when the pronghorn are running from you. And if we look across the way, we see the wild Mexican bobcat in its natural habitat, spooking everything in sight, and getting shot with a 223. Yeah, that's right. Serves you right. For spooking all of my pronghorn. You silly little bobcat. Whoa, I'm actually kind of blown away. We actually hit that shot on the pronghorn. I thought for sure that the tree blocked it, but no, we just got a bad shot. You! Yeah. I don't know what I expected to hear. You know, at this point, there's going to be so many bobcats getting shot. I think we'll probably not show all of them, as it's pretty much all this day is going to be. We'll probably just fast forward to whenever we find some more pronghorn to take down. Well, that's a rarity, a pronghorn that has been alerted by me instead of a bobcat. You know, this is a breath of fresh air. And a dead pronghorn as well. And there's our little level 3 pronghorn. You know, we haven't really found anything too insane today after an hour and 30 minutes of looking. To be honest, at this point, I haven't even got to see probably half of our herds of pronghorn because the bobcats just spooked them off constantly. I don't know what to do. I think we might have to switch it to the daytime and walk around just randomly and hope we stumble across some herds of pronghorn. Because at this point, it's probably going to work better than hunting their drink zones. But I mean, this is exactly why we did this video. We wanted a good idea of what pronghorn hunting is like with how bobcats currently are. That way we can compare it to when the bobcats get changed. We'll see if it's any better. I'm hoping it will be because this is pretty bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No way. That is right as I am talking about how terrible this hunt has been. That walks out. That right there is either albino or leucistic, and that is a level 4. Oh my gosh, that is insanity. Right as I'm trashing how terrible the pronghorn hunting is, we see this at a lake that I checked really early. And oh my gosh, that could be a diamond as well. As I was saying, and or actually, yeah, that's not a diamond, I don't think. But that's still big. But literally right as I returned to a lake that we started out with today, we end up finding this. I didn't see a single pronghorn here earlier. And now we've got not only a lot of pronghorn, but a rare pronghorn. Let's get lined up and take him down before something weird happens with bobcats. Though I don't necessarily like that angle, and uh-oh. You know, speak of the devil, there they are. The bobcats are about to spook them. I'm not going to rush it. I don't want to mess this up. So we're going to take our time on the shot regardless, even if we have to chase it down from bobcats spooking it. It'll be worth it to make sure that we don't mess this thing up. Because I definitely don't want to do that. This is an absolute beauty. Okay, this should be good. And down he goes. Oh my gosh. You know, I think that's leucistic from what I can see. That really does appear to be a leucistic. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? You deserve that for spooking that pronghorn, or almost spooking that pronghorn over there. And that's a pose. That's a pose and a half right there. You know, I really hope this does end up being a leucistic because I think leucistic is the one that I have the smallest version of. So we've already got a really big albino that we got a couple years ago at this point, but we don't have a big leucistic. I think my biggest leucistic is like a small level 3, so I would love to get a big level 4 leucistic. I'm really hoping that's what this is, because it's kind of difficult to tell at night. This could be either albino or leucistic, but it looked more leucistic to me. It seemed like it had a gray hue to it, so I'm hoping that that is what we've got right here. You know, I don't know. I think that's leucistic. That looks really gray to me. It's an albino. Okay, I was completely wrong. That is an albino scoring 9190. That is crazy. You know, it looked way more gray in-game, but once we get into the harvest screen, it does look albino. That is insane. This isn't my biggest albino pronghorn, but it sure is close. This is really close to being the biggest rare pronghorn I've killed. That is crazy. What a weird turn of events. We went from probably the most annoying hunt I've done in probably months at this point, aside from black bear grinding, but it turned out to actually be worth it in the end. And we didn't even have to change the time to the daytime and search the feed zones and rest zones, because we found this in a drink zone. And there is our previous albino that we got a long time ago. You can see it is just a little bit bigger. And this is the leucistic we have. I would have liked to replace this one with a nice 90 plus scoring one, but we didn't get quite that lucky. To be honest, I don't even know if we have anything we can replace in the main lodge. I think we're going to have to try and find a location though, because I do want to have this in here. You know, quite honestly, we don't need this many mule deer in here. I think we can probably remove this one. It's not the greatest looking anyway, so we're going to go ahead and replace it with this little pronghorn right here. That is such a beauty. I'm just happy we got something and made that terrible hour and a half of suffering through bobcats worth it. Because we actually managed to get something nice, which was the last thing I would have expected with how weird they were being and how few herds we even got to see. Well, everybody, that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to consider subscribing to the channel if you like this type of content and just find this type of content entertaining. Also, leave a comment down below if you haven't already, and let me know what your experiences have been with the bobcats and the pronghorn over on Rancho del Arroyo. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.